Well, hello there. I'm Christine and welcome to my channel. In today's video we have stars and cards where we look at some of the transits that are around at the moment and the tarot and connecting with those energies of that. And it might be easier if we have the full moon in Leo, and that energy's been building all week, and it's just made things really, I don't know about you, but it's made things hectic for me, and I'll explain a little bit why later. But I'm just going to change the cameras so you can see the cards that we're going to be talking about for that. There we go. Okay, here we are. The full moon in Leo is the sign of because Leo is a sign of our talents and our gifts, and it's a sign of the heart. And the only main thing that it's sort of aspecting is Pluto in Capricorn, where we may be sort of caused and feel we need to sort of rise up and join things and be groups and wanting that. You might have that sort of energy of thinking, oh, it'd be good to do a course or do a join a group of some sort. And that's very well, because with that energy you can sort of feel that, okay, if you are that sort of person. But for some people who aren't group type people, it just sort of can end up being frustrating and a waste of time. And what I find with the Pluto and the Leo aspects is that it doesn't matter if you get it wrong, you just sort of move on and be you, because this Leo energy is about you and your time to shine. And when we look at this card with the wonderful Leo card is the Strength card. You see this woman beautifully and gently communicating with the lion, and it's this wonderful sort of symbol with her of the 11th, and so that is about connecting with the divine energy. There's this wonderful optimism with her, and I sort of like the way with this communication that the lion is looking up to her, if you look at that, and there's this sort of two-way communication going that is ongoing, and it's sort of a sense of calmness and respect, and she's achieving working with this animal, which in society they are in the wild, they would be quite terrifying, and represents that, but it also, she's sort of doing it through calmness. She's achieving more through calm and using her mind than if she was to use sort of brute force, and it's that sort of energy that is available to us. In older decks, Strength was number 11, which is a powerful number anyway, but it was assigned to the number of 8, which stands for stability and continuation. That was done by Arthur Waite because of the Golden Dawn. They wanted it to fit in with something. I'm not up with the history of that. There's people that do that really, really well. But this Leo energy this is a fire card, and it is strength, and it is also courage, and it's also in the solar plexus, with the solar plexus chakra, for self-empowerment. And I sort of put some crystals in here that I believe go well with this card and empowering. There's a citrine and the orange calcite and the maybe orange jasper, and I just sort of thought that would be help balance if you're wanting to work with your tarot and balancing the chakras, or if you're setting up like an altar area or just on your desk to sort of remind you of, yes, this is a time where I will achieve more and have balance through working with my mind and having that inner courage, than if I sort of try and force the issue with these planetary energies. Also in the older decks, the planetary energies for the Strength card, which is also known as force or fortitude, the fours are depending on what country you're working with, it has a Mars and Jupiter energy, which still fits because Mars is that sort of drive and determination and not giving up, and Jupiter is that sort of expansion, but also can be sort of reflecting and taking the long view with it, that brings success and optimism with that. I also find the Strength card, when it turns up in a reading, is the card of a healer and the courage to bring change. So often it turns up when I'm reading for nurses or alternative healers, anyone who is in the helping, healing industry. I find it comes. And also if someone is unwell, it lets people know, yes, you are going to become well. However, it will take time and the consistency to do what you need to do. The Lemurian Scale here is that of the infinite, or the infinity symbol, is about balance and activity and renewal, and that never-ending flow of consistency and patience. And once again, there's the orange with the line and the chakra. The flowers are about protection, and I sort of see them that with this particularly new full moon, if you go back to the moon when it was in Aquarius in August full moon, it was the new moon, it was about the seeds being sown in that time, in that. And then I sort of see this all coming. This is like a growth coming through this as well when you look at the green with that. And having the courage, the sense of protection. She's wearing, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, she's wearing this lovely white robe of purity, and not only sort of purity in it is purity, but it's also pureness of thought, pureness of intention is where I sort of see that coming through, that energy coming through with that. And it reflects that we are to have that courage to be ourselves and have that embrace our own individuality and see our gifts and talents where we shine. And this energy with Leo is also, Leo is the sign of the heart. So we're going to be connecting, I believe, from this moment forward, because this is like a powerful full moon, is about connecting into the heart energy. We've gone from the head with lots of aspects in the sky, and it's going to come down to the heart, and I'll talk more on that later in other videos. And so from that, I also put out my rose quartz, because I think that's a wonderful energy to have with you, to sort of center yourself and connect with the heart and be working with the heart energy with it. And that is that sort of Leo energy along with that. Other aspects that we have going on in the sky are Venus and Mars. They are the lovers of the sky, and they're together in Capricorn, and they are going to be connecting and doing more of what they like to do with that. And they're actually coming together more in the Two of Cups, which I don't know what's happened to that card, but I was sort of thinking about it maybe. And they are going to be traveling and continue their dance along, holding hands, and they are there to encourage us to connect with others and do what lights us up, because Venus and the heart, it's all about, do I have my heart in this? Do I have the heart for this? I want to do this, what not only lights me up with the Leo, but it's also what makes my heart sing energy through this wonderful turning point of this week. And once again, it's those seeds that were planted back in August 21 that are going to be activated and flourishing, and we're going to keep feeding and nurturing that. We also have in the sky Jupiter sextiling Uranus, and you see he's sitting there, and he's the highlight. Even if when you look at these cards, this is the card of Jupiter in Pisces, and this is the card of Uranus, the Fool. It's about, now is the time to get up and do what you want to do. And it highlights that we all I look at this little bag and it's like our gifts of experience and knowledge and things that we carry with us to achieve. Because when the Fool, for me, comes up in a reading, or when you with a Uranus in someone's chart, it's about, but you have with you life experiences that will help you along the way, that are transferable. And this Jupiter in Pisces sextiling Uranus in Taurus is about use these gifts and share your knowledge. So you can have this and sprinkle it about, do something, start that course, write that book, be inspired to do something that you may have been holding back and wanting to do with those cards. And as we are in the last days of the Sun in Aquarius, I pulled out this card and the Knight of Cups, and I sort of looked at it and I thought, well, they're the wings of Mercury, and we're sort of moving from the mind more to the heart once again, which is going to come in stronger as this, with the Sun shining the light in Pisces as of tomorrow or the next couple of days, or the 18th, depending where you are in the world. And things will flow differently, and we're going to move forward because the planets are all out of retrogrades, moving forward. Some are going faster, some are traveling along at their own pace, but it's step by step, and bringing with it gifts for us, and using our gifts, connecting to our heart, connecting with others that are like-minded with us, and letting that energy flow and doing what will help us and what we do to help others. We find ways to, getting back to Pluto, shed what we no longer need, and we find creative ways with these cards to do something that we can express ourselves with our own unique gifts and talents. And that's what makes the tarot and astrology wonderful. It's about using us to be active in planning our life, making the most of our life, or working even with whatever challenges we may be facing, that we can move through and be successful in move our life in the direction, in the way we want it to go. And I'll talk more on the Sun in Pisces on the next video, and what's coming up with those aspects. But I'll thank you for watching, and thank you very much for everyone who has subscribed and have emailed me with feedback. I've enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.